Hello, welcome to today's unboxing of Secret Weapon Minatures' new Tablescapes landscaping tiles. It's part of a Kickstarter that I bit into about 2 years ago. I just now, this week, received in the mail. I'm really excited about this product. It's about half the price of equivalent Games Workshop type products, or for Forge World prefer, and the quality is superb and top notch. I went and bought into the Ruined City Tablescape to include with a bonus add-on package 12 additional unruined cityscape tiles as well. This is intended for my Dust Warfare gaming, but it's also going to see some use in my Savage Worlds role-playing game campaign as well. So let's see what's in the box. The box itself is very nicely designed. It has a very sturdy handle on top, so you could actually use this as a storage and carrying case for your tiles. Inside we have a bunch of tiles. They're all individually wrapped, and this is a 16 box plus the 12 additionals for my bonus package as a Kickstarter supporter. Inside this box you get 3 straightaways. One of them being of this type, which isn't that ruined. Fairly clean, some rubble in there, and a sewer manhole cover there. Then 2 straightaway street tiles like this, with plenty of craters and all other kinds of battle damage in it. You also get 3 of these mounded rubble tiles. So what a building would be, so if you invested in those Games Workshop corner ruin pieces, you'd stick it on an angle right here, and this rubble will give a plausible explanation where it rests the building that went. You also get 2 of these cratered flat space tiles. You can probably do a similar concept as well with the Games Workshop corner ruined buildings, or you can set this up as like a plaza of some kind as well for ruined kiosks and whatnot. But wait, there's more. You also get 3 of these quote-unquote ruined flats, and they are severely cracked tiles. I believe these squares are about 2 inches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Correction, about 1.5 inch square grid. So if you're playing something which does not allow pre-measuring, it does give a little bit of a guidance at how far something away is, but not too much of an edge compared to a plain flat pan scenery piece. You also get 1 T-intersection, ruined with some flat asphalt cracks, not nearly as desperately ruined as the some of the flats with the craters in it, as well as 2 4-way intersections. Again, these are pretty simply worn, a few mild craters, as well as some random rubble strewn about, and some minor asphalt lifting. We'll take a look at some of the clean Tablescapes. Here is example a clean street, which isn't really as clean as it sounds. Real life streets have wear and tear, and so is this clean, undamaged one. There are minor cracks throughout the asphalt, but does fit in perfectly with the scheme of the ruined ones. So you can have ruined and unruined sections of your city right next to each other, and as long as you maintain the same paint scheme throughout the entire bit, it should match up pretty well. One rather ingenious bits of this is the connection pieces. They're simple, look like miniature, tire wrenches. You have 4 little C's on an X. The way it works is on the back side, each corner has a circle followed by a notch. Just place them in there, and these just lock in place. They're very sturdy, and if you so desire, if you place this on a non-slip surface, your entire board for a hit would move as a whole. Which is very useful for some of those less clumsy players you may be playing with. One of the things I'm looking forward to is actually painting these. It's hard to tell in this video, but there's a lot of detail in this. A lot of detail. The rubble, you can actually see in the mold individual sand grains, which is fantastic. A lot of cracks of varying depth. This is all just one depth in each crack, so it gives a lot of height variety even on a simple flat surface. One of the clean cityscape tiles I got has a sidewalk around an open concrete plaza with no grid on it, and it still has cracks and weathering on it, which again with varying degrees of depth gives it some character which would be otherwise a fairly boring planescape tile. Right now they are ordering for shipping during the holiday season. I believe this 16 tile set here retails for $250. As mentioned before, equivalent for Games Workshop will set you back about $450 to $500 for same surface area coverage. A note on painting, specific to cityscapes. These are relatively simple overall paint schemes. You can get away with a dark gray, almost black down here. Go with a medium gray on your actual sidewalks. Do some dark steel for your manhole cover and whatever kind of maintenance cover this happens to be, like on this particular square. And then do a simple concrete dust style weathering paint over the entire thing, and it'll look good. If you want to get fancy with shading, what I plan on doing is I'm going to prime it in a dark gray. I'm going to base coat, as I mentioned, a dark gray, almost black throughout here, and then a medium gray up here. And then each of these lines I'm going to go with a, let's call them medium dark gray, probably a 1-to-1 ratio of my medium gray to my dark base gray. Go over each and every single one of these intentional cracks, as well as and actually just leave it like that. And then for the actual weathering cracks, I'm probably going to go over it with some kind of a concrete weathering wash. Most likely use Secret Weapons weathering washes because they're cheap and fantastic. But I may end up investing in some weathering pigments and make my own little wash or dry pigmentation for some dustier rubble sections. We'll see. Look forward to seeing those upcoming how to paint these tiles videos in the not too distant future. I will be posting more videos, probably more frequently. I have been away for about 2 months because of work, so hopefully the video flow will pick up again in the next few weeks towards the holiday season. Here I have laid out a very simple 3x3 table. For this, you need to secure these 4 4-way corners. So you need 4 of these X-shaped connectors. Then 2, 4, 6, 8 of the side connectors, these V-shaped connectors. Well, start flipping tables over and connecting and see how this goes. There you have it, a fully assembled board. Pretty quickly, as you can see, I was able to blind fit more than half of these very easily. Feel underneath for that little indentation, snap the little connector piece in there, and then one set protrusion sticking out on your flat surface. Set new tile in place right over it, push down firmly and gently, and it snaps right in place. I can move the entire thing as a unit. This table is too small for this particular size layout, but that being said, if I want a game on a narrow table like this, it's not going to give. You could potentially expand out your table a little bit, about an extra 3 or 4 inches on each side, my little 2.5 foot wide gaming table, and not have concern for hitting the table and the whole entire thing just falling apart on you. It's going to stay together as one solid sheet. As you may have noticed, there's some discoloration for the manufacturing process. You can tell these were center poured molds by this little piece right here. If you look at it from the side view, it is actually perfectly flat. So once you paint over this and prime it, all of these variations in color from the manufacturing process are going to completely disappear. This whole entire circle thing is not going to show up. You're just going to have a flat square with some little cracks in here. Same thing for this street here. We'll have a flat one-way street, or say, one directional street. You're going to have just some cracks in the sewer lid, no actual discoloration here from the manufacturing process. As always, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share.